Good evening, Mr. Ron.
Evening.
So, Dave, if you want the rest of the council to hang on the trailer or on the tractor with you?
That'd be great. Okay. All right, it's time.
Good evening. Join me in the pledge to the American flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good evening. It's September the 15th, 2025, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Ripley County Courthouse Annex Commissioners Room. The opening of the public hearing for the budgets of 2026. Ripley County, Solid Waste, Batesville, Memorial Library. Any comment? We'll close for the public hearing of the budgets for 2026.
I told you that when Julie shows up, everybody cares, huh?
Everybody cares. We're happy that you were here. Good evening. This is the opening of the regular.
You gotta close it. You gotta.
Oh, I have to have a.
Close it.
Thank you.
Motion.
I need a motion to close the public hearings of the budget for those I mentioned for 2026, and Ron has moved. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
And David has second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. 6. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Good evening. This is the opening of the regular scheduled meeting of the Ripley County Council, September 15th, 2025. The time is 6:05 Eastern Standard Time here in the Ripley County Courthouse Annex Commissioners Room. Approval of the minutes from August 14th through the 25th. This is the budget.
August the 12th through the
14th. What did I say? August 12th through the 14th for the budget of Ripley County. Do I have a motion to approve that?
It was the budget hearings.
Budget hearings. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Stan has moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Stephanie has second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. Also, now we'll have approval of the minutes from the August 18th regularly scheduled council meeting. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Ron has moved. Do I have a second?
I'll have a second.
David has second. Any discussion or corrections to the regular council meeting scheduled for August 18th? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. And that's 5-0. Diane has abstained because you were not present at that meeting.
You can vote if you want to vote. You don't have to, as long as you read the minutes, if you're okay with it.
Okay, then.
So it's 6-0? Thank you. Now we're going to go to transfers for 2025. The first one is Circuit Court for $500. This is money that's needed for the mileage account. There's been in the future, I'm assuming, conferences and trainings that they will need to attend.
Motion.
Ron has moved. Do we have a second?
I got it.
And Stan has seconded. We have a motion that's been properly made and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. The Highway Department for $7,427.86. This is due to a negative balance for an entry error that needs to be corrected. Do I have a motion to approve that? Stan has moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
I think it was Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Okay, so we have Stan who's moved, second, Stephanie has second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same signs, 6-0. We have a request to transfer for the sheriff, $100. This is due to a price increase. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
David has moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Diane has made a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. This is a sheriff. This is $7,745. Deputy overtime running short due to coverage of a training. Do I have a motion to approve?
Yeah.
Stan, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Stephanie, any discussion?
I do. Amy, was there money left over in the hold account, or?
Is there what?
I was just curious about, it says longevity on Holt. Do you know?
It's just because that was budgeted in 2024 for 2025.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm good.
Do we have any
So
discussion?
it was still left there in 2020, because the budget was already approved.
Okay.
Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. We have a request from the sheriff for $3,672.09. This is price increases. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Ron? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Diane? Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Court services for $45. BMV fees for getting a new title for the 2012 Dodge Charger.
Motion.
Ron has moved. Do I have a second? Stan, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Court services, $76.37. This is to reallocate the account so that they zeroed out.
Motion.
Ron has moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Diane, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. This is park services for $110.21, and this is to zero accounts. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
It's Stan, I think. Second, Diane?
Second.
Stephanie?
Stan.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. This is park services for $59.05. This is to zero out the accounts. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Diane, do we have a second?
Second.
Stephanie, discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Health Department, this is for $22,500. This is a grant that is expiring, and they're consolidating their cash balance, and these are transfers.
Motion.
We have a motion from Ron. Would you like to share?
If you had any questions, I was going to answer.
Okay.
You've already got the money.
It's a grant that expired, so we're just consolidating what's left, so.
Thank you. We have a motion. It's been properly made by Ron. Do we have a, Stan has moved to second it. Discussion? The health administrators here, if we have any. Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Health Department, $3,360. Same, the grant is expiring, consolidating cash balances. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Diane, do we have a second?
Second.
Oh, yeah, Stephanie.
Stephanie, discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6-0. Those are transfers. We have another transfer for the Health Department, $2,295. This is the same, the grant is expiring, and they're consolidating. Ron has moved. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
David has moved to second that motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. Health Department, $3,000. This is based on inspections that it's increased since the last money they received. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Motion.
So moved by Ron. Do we have a second?
Second.
Stephanie, do we have discussion?
What is a complaint-based inspection? Just curious.
So there are some, we do two types of inspections. One, just our routine inspections for permitting. Complaint-based is if we have a citizen filing a complaint form, and then we inspect based on those
Okay.
that get initiated.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
If you've recently inspected that like regularly and then you get a complaint, I'm assuming you have to go back again.
Correct, yes.
That's what I assumed.
So we have a motion that's been properly made by Ron, seconded by Stephanie. Any discussion or more questions? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. Health Department, $10,000. We'll need to have an explanation for this.
There wasn't one given on your transfer on this one, so I didn't know why.
Is this the appropriations, or?
This is the COAG contractual service. to
This is transfers
COAG supplies and materials.
from,
It's Fund 8253, the COAG grant.
I'm trying to remember, that one was the one that I did prior to this one.
There just wasn't nothing wrote on your transfer. I don't know what to do on Thursday.
I'm sorry, it went from what account to what account?
It went from contractual services to supplies and materials.
Okay. Was it to, I mean, I have to go back and look if I didn't write a reason, if it was
8252 point.
out of contractual.
8253. This is the transfer you gave me.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago.
They don't have anything on it.
Supplies and contract services. Is this the school one? If it's if it's the school one, I don't remember what the number is because I didn't write the number down, but if it's for schools, it's because we fielded school supply requests in August.
School
Oh.
COVID-19 COAG.
Okay, yeah, it is. This is the fund that we filled our school supply requests out of. So we did we sent out a needs assessment when school started in August, and the schools had quite a few needs. So we helped purchase some materials for them. So that was just to cover some of those materials.
What kind of materials?
We had everything from, there are still things that they're interested in. We've talked about Stop the Bleed kits. We've talked about AEDs. They wanted hygiene supplies. We've done that. We did, we got life packs to all the school cafeterias. Just,
Do you have
lot
any
of different
numbers of how many of each one of that in the categories?
I can get that for you. So you're wanting the specific breakdown on what was funded for each
Purchase.
school?
Yes.
Okay.
And what schools?
It was all schools.
Okay.
So this
Would
was
you like-
grant money that you had that you were able to purchase.
This was leftover money from COVID. Would you like me to email that to you directly, or the whole council, or?
I think everybody should see it, you know,
Okay.
what was actually purchased and
Okay.
to what school.
Okay.
Motion.
Stephanie's moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Ron has moved a second. Motion's been properly moved and second. Discussion? And we'll be receiving itemized list from for each school.
Oh, sorry.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. Now, these are additional appropriation, and the first is the Commissioners. This
One
is,
just needs to be tabled,
okay, we're going to,
because we don't have all the information that we need yet.
all
It
right.
just needs to be tabled till next.
So we're tabling the first one for the Commissioners. The second one for the Commissioners is
We
500.
need to vote on the table.
Are we going to vote for the table? Okay.
I'll make a motion to table.
Stan has moved. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Diane has seconded the motion. Discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. And that has been tabled. That's for a potential of maybe purchasing some property. Commissioners, $500. This is mileage for Craig when he came in on Saturday and Sunday after work hours. Do I have a motion? $500?
I have a question for Commissioner,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Craig had to come in here on all these after hours and on Saturdays to do work for Verigy that was not done while they were here
That's correct.
to allow somebody in. Why should the county have to pay for something that they didn't fulfill their obligation on?
We talked to Mark at the Art at the last meeting. He's supposed to be seeing about,
I've
Then-
sent him an invoice for the overtime hours that Craig has worked due to that.
Okay.
yeah.
So
So,
the county can possibly be reimbursed, but they still probably need to make sure they can keep Craig paid for.
yeah, we're going to be pushing. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's extra work that wasn't supposed to be there.
So he'll get paid for those extra hours, but this is
Right
for
now,
the
they're doing
mileage.
comp hours, but yes, when Mary G pays us, it'll go through payroll and he'll get paid for them comp hours.
But this is for mileage coming from his home to the courthouse here.
Any mileage would be, yes.
Okay.
But they're paying for the mileage, ain't they?
I have not got a bill from, I have not been told to send an invoice for mileage.
That's what
Okay.
was-
I guess
that's what
that
was
got
wondering,
forgotten
yeah.
about, but it probably should be if it was for that
No
Saturday.
mileage has been turned into me.
Okay, I'll tell Craig then.
Well, it's all county
Should-
rated up, so your request.
Yeah, I'm not, I
Okay.
mean, I just haven't been told to send an invoice and
Should-
no mileage has been turned
Should we
in.
table this?
So you want to table this?
Yeah.
We'll table this. Do I have a motion to table this?
I'll make that motion.
By
Will-
Diane?
Will this affect his pay if we tabled another month?
I mean, if he turns in a mileage claim, yeah.
Well, we can't pay things that haven't been billed.
But, I mean, he hasn't turned in a mileage claim yet, but he may be waiting for this to be approved to turn it in. I don't know
Definitely
that.
needs to be reimbursed, but we do need to.
I'd say let's go ahead and go, and we'll count on the Commissioners to keep pushing.
Oh, yeah, we're going
For this.
Because there's supposed to be actually some more additional weekends done, so, but we might try to cover getting the doors unlocked to let them in. I think Art said up maybe 3 to 4 weeks, am I correct? Weekends, because they still don't have things right. So,
So Council, how do we want to progress?
I'd like to make a motion to go ahead so we can make sure that we get Craig paid.
And I will second.
Okay, David, you've moved, and Stan, you've seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. This is Circuit Court, $30,000 to finish the rest of the year, out from a raise of $100 to $110. This is the pauper account, and is that an hourly, Judge King, you want to come and share with us?
Address the council real quickly. If you'll recall, I sent a letter on June 24th, kind of went through everything as far as why additional pauper council expenditures were going to be necessary in the next year. Part of that reasoning, as I could tell from this year, that we were going to run short. So I also addressed that on August 13th when I was here for budget. And essentially, I think at the time I submitted, we had 8 pays left, and I think we had $19,000, and now we have 6 pays left, and we have a little less than
I think it's 8.
$8,000, or a little more than $8,000. So that's probably enough to cover like 1 pay, a little bit more than 1 pay. So it became pretty obvious to me that we weren't going to have enough to get to the end of the year. These are pauper council expenditures for people that are representing indigent people, for attorneys that are representing indigent folks that are facing, obviously, prison, and sometimes they're also, and I shouldn't say sometimes, probably most of the expenditures in my court are relative to child abuse and child neglect. So a lot of expenditures come from those proceedings because many times it's from broken homes, multiple parents that need attorneys who are now separated. Sometimes even the child needs representation. And with those matters, it's a minimum of 5 hearings if everything goes perfectly. That generally doesn't happen in courts where things go perfectly. So they're extremely hearing intensive, so the bills get pretty high. And attorneys, for the most part, like to get paid, and right now I can't, I could cover like one more pay cycle. And other than that, that's why I'm here. And I wanted to make sure that I got in front of you folks because I could see how things could get tabled, and then I run out of funds, and then we can't pay certain attorneys that are volunteering to do pauper counsel. And that list gets shorter and shorter. We're kind of running into the situation, quite frankly, right now, where even finding attorneys that are willing to take pauper counsel is becoming increasingly more difficult. And the good news is, I guess I should, perhaps I should have led with the good news, but the good news is almost all expenditures out of Ripley Circuit Court, as Ron knows, are reimbursed at 40%. So like this, for instance, this $30,000 will only probably cost the county $18,000. And the reason why that's so is because we're compliant with the Public Defender Commission, in which that's ran through my office with myself supervising and Ellen Werner doing most of the paperwork. So it's very, very important stuff here. So I want to make sure that these issues are addressed.
Yeah, I move.
Yeah.
It's been properly moved by Ron. Do we have a second?
Second.
Stephanie?
Steph?
Any discussion?
What's the process, Judge, for determining whether someone meets the criteria? Just curious.
Meets the criteria to be a PD?
Yeah.
It depends upon what kind of case it is.
Sorry, I don't mean like the public defender, but I mean like the indigent.
Indigent.
But it depends, well, many of these folks don't have employment. And it's on a case-by-case basis. It depends on if they can afford to pay. Sometimes I'll find them partially indigent, especially on the criminal side, because I think that they can afford to pay something, but just not a lot. And then I'll order that they pay, let's say, $100 in the supplemental public defender fund. But as far as generally, it's just how many kids, for instance. There's just a lot of different factors in making that determination. And it has to be done on a case-by-case basis, depending upon children, income, maybe somebody could be a person of means, and don't have a job too. So sometimes it could be anything, quite frankly.
Thank you for sharing. The motion's been properly made by Ron and seconded by Stephanie. Any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court services, this is to allocate funds to pay the final expenses at the end of the year. It's for $4,571.74. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
David, do I have a second? Stan, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. Court services, $2,000. This is to appropriate money to continue the program. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Diane, do I have a second?
Second.
Stephanie, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. We have a park request. This is appropriate money that was given to the park. This is $2,302.94.
So we have the money, she just wants to appropriate it to be able to use it.
Okay.
What was it given for?
Not a few minutes.
That's all right, just curious.
No, it's okay, I have it here, let me see if she's put it on here. These two checks were sent to help fund an improvement for the fair vendors. The checks were deposited into the general fund and need to go into the building maintenance to cover the cost.
Second.
Fun Time Carnival gave money, and the Ripley County 4-H gave money to do that.
The motion's been made by Ron, seconded by Stan. Any other discussion? Thank you, Amy. Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0.
Who made that?
Ron, and then Stan seconded the motion, and it was 6-0. Here we have the commissioners, $100,000. This is for the new metal roof, the coping, and a new chimney cap. The coping is edging. Do we have a motion to approve this?
I do have a question for the commissioner, Al. I mean,
Okay.
what happened to our estimate for our roof to where we need another $100,000?
This is additional to the roof. There was issues with the edging of the concrete leaking and was getting underneath the old roof. So they're bringing up the rubber up the walls, and we're going to cap all that, because it's not capped. Otherwise, we want to either caulk it or put the metal capping on it. We thought the metal capping would be better. It would last a lot longer than caulking. So
I'm just curious why the estimate
that
for the roof
it wasn't
doesn't cover
included.
this.
That was not included in it.
Why?
I mean, why?
I
Why
have no
wouldn't we be
idea.
told about it?
We run into the same thing with this company at the courthouse where we had to put out an extra, who knows how many
You
thousands.
recall, I wasn't on here then.
I realize that, but then we're running into the same thing with this
I know.
same company.
It's just a repeat. I mean, it's $100,000.
No?
One good thing about this is, though, it's the lit money, that's what that money is for, is that correctional facility and to do maintenance to it.
No, we realize
We
that, but
understand that,
you
but
you
still.
can't just have a
But-
company
but-
come in and say,
Wait a
oh,
minute.
it's another
100,000 ain't the bid. The bid was 60-something thousand. That was just putting it into the maintenance fund. Am I correct?
No,
Well, the bid wasn't 100,000.
it was almost, with both of them.
No way.
That's what you guys told me to do the additional for.
I thought it was just going into the maintenance fund, but wasn't it,
Going
one
into
bid
the
was 60-something
renovation.
thousand for the ridge cap and stuff, right?
I don't have that estimate.
You don't have
Need
it?
to quit. It's, no.
It's been a couple days, guys.
And I just don't I don't see how some company could come in, give a quote, yes, we're going to put the roof on, we're going to do all this work, and then we come around, we have to spend another $100,000 for
I
the roof.
understand, but it wasn't, this stuff wasn't included in the replacement of the roof.
I know, but they need to start doing a better job quoting jobs.
I,
Would this, is this something they found after they got into tearing off the existing roof?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
So,
I mean, if I'm doing my business and I figure out it's going to take me another 5 hours because something I didn't see, I don't charge for
I
it.
totally understand, because if I'd have been there, I'd have been on top of the roof checking it all out. But I was not here
But
yet.
I think this was under the old.
I know.
roof. Like, it was not sightseeing
It
until
wasn't
they
built.
Yeah.
tore the roof off.
Because the concrete and you got your joints, it was leaking,
Seeing nasties?
yeah.
And this was, if I'm correct, part of the old jail and the new jail and where they came together.
Correct.
And it wasn't the same transition. It wasn't, everything wasn't the same. And they had ants and stuff, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but it was what I'd heard.
Company this size should have done thousands of them roofs and already figured that and known. That's my opinion. But
But you need to recall, the original roofer isn't doing it
that's their fault.
because they didn't have the bonding.
That's
You're
their
talking
fault.
Benergy then, not the roofer.
Right,
So, yes,
that's
okay.
the company that the commissioners hired to sub it out, and they brought somebody in that couldn't even be bonded to do it, and then they tore all the rocks off. If I'm not mistaken, the roof leaked, so they had to fix a bunch of stuff inside, if I'm correct.
Some of the ceiling tiles.
Yeah, and then they got a company now, and now it's another $100,000.
So has Venergy been presented with this? I mean,
Well, the other ones come up with the bids, and when we walked through it, it needed done. So that's all I can tell you. Like I said, I wasn't there on the original scope.
We're not blaming you.
But if we don't fix it, we're going to run back into problems again. So, and we're trying to do the best fix to last the longest.
I know, but that's why we went, how many millions of dollars for them to fix the roof?
I know.
I mean,
I guess
it's not 10,000.
it'd been nice if probably had Art here. He could answer the questions a lot more. But he was here later this afternoon. We could have told him to stay, but, because
I almost think Venergy needs to come back here and talk to us.
okay.
Do we have a motion to approve this request? Do I
It's up
have
to
a
you
motion?
guys.
Anyone? Any motion?
I mean, you guys have already signed the,
Yeah, we did. But
If it needs done, I mean, I don't really know what choice we have.
I think the whole roof's done except for all this rest of the capping.
The commissioners just have to find it from one of their other places, building
We don't have
repairs
it.
or something,
We don't have it.
then
I don't have a motion?
I'll make a motion. I'm not really happy about it, but I know it needs to be done. But it has to
I
be
don't know that
fixed.
anybody's happy
I
about
know,
it, but
I
I
know.
mean, like, once you get under that roof like that and
I
you don't
agree.
even know that it's there, 'cause you don't
I
see
agree.
it,
I agree. So
then
I'll make that
you
motion.
gotta fix it, or it's gonna, whatever thing we're doing now is gonna be destroyed.
So tell me where you're at on what you have signed.
Diane?
So then we're looking at what's next.
Where are we
Right.
at on what we signed? Because we signed it the last meeting.
You signed all this to do coping in the chimney cap.
Chimney cap. That's
So you've
it.
already agreed to it?
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be.
because we
done.
asked to take it from the
No,
lit
no,
money.
I'm trying to see where we're at here. If they've already agreed to
I mean,
it,
it has to be done, or we're gonna leak. I mean, that.
Yeah, I'm just
everything
thinking-
that we've already done is going to be.
if nothing else, we can split the cost with them or do something else.
Well, that's just
But if
it.
we've already signed for
the minute
it,
we say yes, do it, Venergy's going to make 30 grand because they're just a subcontractor, and then the builder's going to get paid 30 grand. I don't
Well, that's how this whole procedure has worked since
Well,
they've
I
been
know,
here.
it's just like everything's marked up so high, and we just keep, we don't need more money, we won't need more money. Here's another 100, here's, now we got the tower over there that
700.
wasn't included in the whole work scope of the
Yep.
whole, and that was how many mil?
By the way, that's,
I'm not happy.
yeah, by the way,
I
that's,
could not recommend that company to anyone.
by the way, the tower scaffolding's supposed to start on the 28th, so we held it
That's
off
good. It's
until after
the
pumpkin show.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a motion that's been made by Stan. Do we have a second?
I don't know where we're at in the process. If we're in the middle of it, is getting another estimate an option, or it's just not really feasible at this
Well, the
point?
roof, the rubber's on, and we're waiting to get this done, then they're gonna put the solar panels up.
but if I'm hearing it correctly, they've already signed and agreed to do it. So I don't know what else,
Contract.
Doesn't
I don't know
mean,
what else to do.
that's another story. Are we supposed to get our money back for the solar panels like they said?
We have been investigating it, and we've done told them, they wanted us to submit it, and we've done told them we're not submitting it, they are, Venergy, because they want us to get a consultant to help do the paperwork, am I correct?
No, they wanted me to do the paperwork, and I pretty much just.
Well, no, I don't want you to do it.
Have the commissioners told them, do not put the solar panels on the roof until we know? Because
Put 'em
that
back
was
on the
part of
truck.
our deal?
Mark has been communicating with him, so he was supposed to give him another call today, because he hasn't got back with him. But he's told him that if you don't do it, we ain't doing it, if we don't get the money, pretty much. But I don't think we're going to know actually for sure if we're going to get it until the project's done, because it's supposed to apply for it after the project's done.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to, you really can't apply for it until after the project's finished.
Yeah.
It's like a reimbursement.
It is.
That makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
And I mean,
I-
you're not guaranteed it anyway, but it is out there. But I mean, Trump's taken away a lot of them reimbursements.
Okay,
Might be better
Counsel?
just to not put them up there, put them back on the truck they come in on and roll on.
we have a motion that's been made for this $100,000. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Stephanie has seconded. Now discussion. Any other discussion?
The only discussion is I'll vote for it, but it's only because it's already signed and it's already a deal. There's no way to reverse it.
All in favor, raise your right hand. Anybody's abstaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ron, you're abstaining
I
or no?
oppose.
Okay, we have 5 yes, 1 nay. Correct, Ron?
Yes.
Ron, do you have another suggestion?
Pardon?
Do you have another suggestion of
Well,
something
you
else to
know,
do?
like I said, as large as Venergy is, they should be knowing this, the companies that they hire. You know, when I was younger, I worked construction, and we'd go into remodels, and if you had something always built in, you knew there was going to be a problem. When you roofed a home, you'd look at it, you would see that there's a sag, so you didn't think, oh, we're just going to take the shingles off. You figured that you're going to need new lumber under there. It's no different than a guy doing construction or excavating or whatever. You figure stuff, and this company has done nothing but come back to the county and said, how much extra on the courthouse? $500,000? Now it's the tower over there? I don't know if there's another way, but we have to stop it.
Has to
My
stop.
opinion, it's just got to stop. Whether they signed a contract or not means, to me, nothing if they've not been approved for money. That's my opinion.
Understand? Now, the clock tower is not going to be done by Venergy. It is being done by a Cincinnati firm, correct, Jeff?
That's
Yes.
correct.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
totally
that should have
different.
been figured in when the building was done.
Well,
I
yes.
understand, but like, I'm gonna say this out loud just because I'm a taxpayer also, but not only did the 3 commissioners set in on that, you guys had say on that also. Like, you guys set in on all that, not you, Stephanie, I'm sorry. But you guys set in on all that and seen all them drawings and all them designs, why didn't you say something?
Because that was the commissioner's, that was the commissioner, that was the commissioner's job.
I
The
understand,
commissioners
but you
bring
guys
it to us and
funded-
ask us to approve the money. That was the commissioner's job.
And I get that, but you guys
So-
seen it also, and you fund it, so why did you
We
ask more
fund.
questions?
Because it was the commissioner's job.
It's also yours.
But we wasn't in on the doing the,
No,
The
that's
estimate.
not our job.
That's not our
We're-
job to do the
We're the
estimate.
money people. We're not the commissioners.
That's part of the estimate. I mean, you gotta
Okay.
approve the estimate.
Thank you.
Anyway, enough,
But
enough.
anyway.
Okay, thank you, everybody, for your input. For the Health Department, $15,000. This is a FLMR safety pin, coordinator's salary, $15,000. Please share with us.
So I did apply for a fetal infant mortality review team coordinator grant. That's the FEMR safety pin grant. We were approved for that grant.
Is this 6 counties?
So it is now 7 counties.
Oh, 7
Yes.
counties.
We had one last-minute county join us after the application was put in. So it is a position that is tasked with reducing fetal and infant deaths in the 7-county service area. So the state is willing to pay for the coordinator salary, benefits, software upgrades.
That's a request about $105,000. But is all 7 counties paying 15?
So only Ripley County applied for the grant. So
All
we
the
would
money
be,
is through Ripley County.
right, we would be
Okay.
hosting the coordinator.
Okay. So the other 6 counties, they're not paying anything? The grant is,
The state is paying for everything.
okay, but, so what's this 15,000 for? For housing or what?
It's for her salary, coordinator salary, for I haven't even we haven't got the money, so there's no.
It is a
fund or
reimbursable
anything
grant.
For this account yet, this fund yet, because I don't make that fund until they give me the money. Like,
And at
there's no
what-
sense in it.
at
'cause
what
it's
point would that
something-
be?
I don't know.
Don't know, when the money, we get.
So I just had the contract today in my inbox, so,
It just depends,
Yeah.
right? When we get the money and when we don't.
right. Well, so we have to, it's a reimbursable grant, so assuming everything gets appropriated, and we hire the individual, the grant cannot start sooner than October 1st. It would start sometime after October 1st, and then as we spend, we reimburse for the
And I
expenses.
usually don't make that grant until we get that contract from the state that has everything in it that shows me that it's reimbursable. It's probably a federal grant, or is it a state?
It's a state.
Just state, okay. It shows me all of that, so I know how to enter it in my computer system. But that's for just salary, till the end of the year, correct?
Right.
It tells you over on the side what it's for.
Coordinator salary. Council, a motion?
So the other counties will, how are they going to ante up?
They don't.
The state is paying for it. None of the counties are paying for it. The only thing we are contributing is a workstation.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the one that we talked about, and statement was made, you know, if the grant goes away, the job goes away. I'll make a
Right.
motion.
This is soft money.
Yeah.
Say again?
This is soft money.
I don't know what soft money means. I'm not
No,
familiar
you're
with that
not
terminology.
guaranteed that it's going to be forever. This may be.
It's a 2-year grant.
2-year.
Yes.
And Ron has moved. Do we have a second? Do we
For
have a
everything-
second?
For everything, Ron?
Well, we're doing it,
You just-
well, if we
You
do
can't
it for,
all these, I don't have a fund or
Yeah,
anything
there's no fund there,
for it.
so.
okay, so perf is 1680, and then this other coordinated social security is 1148. And mileage is 150, cell phone 90, and software upgrade 400. We can roll this all together if you would like to. Ron, was that your intention?
Yeah, I'd approve, what is there, 5 of them, 6 of them?
1, 2, 3,
I'd approve all.
4, 5,
all-
6.
I'd approve all 6.
How about contingent upon the funding?
That's, yes, contingent upon the state funding,
Receiving state funding.
yes.
I'll second.
Stan has moved. Do we have other discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 6-0. Thank you.
Now, are you going to
Tara?
have to come back in 26 then?
Yes,
Or Jason?
for any pay raises. There is a salary ordinance that I did want to talk about as well. I don't know if that's something that you want to discuss now or wait until the coordinator position, until I have a candidate in mind.
Jason?
And there's 2 salary questions. This one's for the FEMA coordinator.
A point of clarification that I wanted to ask your legal counsel. You just passed that motion contingent on receiving grant funding. That's a reimbursable grant, so you have to spend the money first and then get the,
Contingent on receiving the paperwork that
The
says
contract.
that the contract for the grant, is what I'm assuming they meant it by that.
Because we haven't gotten any verification.
well, I just want to make sure that's clear, because if it's contingent on getting the grant money, you're not going to get it until you
Correct.
spend it, and then she applies to,
Let me rephrase that. Maybe, I think, Stan, contingent upon there being the funding contract. And
Just
then
so- yeah,
it is
just-
reimbursable.
I'm,
The bottom line is, like we said, or Peg, I think you described it, when the money goes away.
The soft
so does the
money.
position.
yeah, I think we're all speaking the same thing. I just don't want to get cut in the loophole where you're,
As far as the
We're
technicalities
running around in
go,
circles trying to
picking the
figure out
egg,
the-
which one's coming first, yeah, that part's
you
understood.
got to crack the egg and,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Okay,
That part's understood.
okay, Tara?
Thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, thank you for that clarification. Tara, you wanted to talk about under new business, Health Department salary ordinance change from full-time to part-time?
Do you want me to do that one now or talk about the FEMA salary, coordinator salary? So we did the appropriation for the salary, but is it premature to ask for the salary ordinance to be? You think it is? Okay, okay. All right. With that being said, yes, so I do have an individual, my maternal child health specialist. She's expressed interest in going from full-time to part-time. So the question is what her salary or what her hourly rate would be if we made that a part-time position.
And you're okay with it being a part-time position?
Say that again?
You're okay with it being a part-time position?
It's a question of, do I want to have a gap in service if she chooses to leave? I would rather her go part-time and continue with on with the health department than have to wait 6 months to hire someone, train them up, get them car seat certified, get them spun up on the program. So there's always work to do. I would prefer keeping it a full-time position. But I'm willing to be flexible, especially if we pick up the femur coordinator position, because that was one of her additional duties. So if we have the full-time femur coordinator, that would take that off of her plate. But there certainly is enough work in the health department to do, but
Well, services are for the health of Ripley County going to this part-time. Are we going to suffer? What I mean is, are we going to have services or anything that we should be providing for our residents and they won't be provided?
currently on top of what she is doing, so she does all of our education. She does our car seats. She does our prenatal education classes, safe sleep classes. That will not be impacted, but some of her additional duties, I do task her with additional duties, and one of the things I was looking at is getting the health department accredited, and that is a huge commitment, and that would have been one of the tasks that I gave her. So there's not a direct client impact, it's more the kind of the administrative impact, those kinds of things that she has helped out on in the past.
Council,
As a
question?
full-time employee, she makes $26.48 an hour. I thought that would be beneficial.
Thank you. Council, thoughts?
So
Okay, how
So-
many hours full-time, and then this part-time, how many hours will she be serving us?
So we're looking at about probably a 4-day work week, so it'd be about 28 hours. Obviously, that would be the max. She couldn't go over that. She is asking for market rate for an RN, which is $35 an hour for a part-time position, most likely due to the fact that with part-time, you are not paying their benefits, and she is an employee receiving benefits, so that is a savings to us. So that's a
For how much? Can you say that number one more time?
35 an hour.
Can you do the math, Amy, from her full-time salary to a part-time salary, if that $35 per hour was awarded?
Yeah, it depends on, her benefits are humongous. If she takes insurance and perf and,
Well, let's look at her base salary,
right. I'm just,
and then what's this, 35 times 28?
50, it's more than what she's making now.
So if she goes part-time, she's going to make more money than if she stays at full-time.
do we have any other part-time RNs?
My only other RN right now is full-time, and she's making slightly more than that. Or, I'm not the number she gave, she's making slightly more than this individual's making right now.
Does she have more experience, or?
She has more responsibilities, so she does all of our disease investigations, so she has to report on communicable diseases within 24 hours. So she's basically kind of an on-call position, so she is the public health nurse for Ripley County, if that makes sense.
So her salary now is $48,195, correct?
Yes.
I got that. And if she worked 28 hours a week times 35, that's $980 a week. 985 times 52 is $50,960. But she also, we also,
37,000 benefits.
yeah, we aren't paying perf, social, well, we aren't paying perf and we aren't paying health insurance, which she does take, the health insurance.
Do you think that's a fair wage?
So if you compare RNs for kind of a 50-mile radius around here, almost every facility starts at 35 an hour. So that is kind of the going rate for our area.
For part-time.
For part-time, yes.
So if we allow this part-time switch, are you gonna come back in a couple months and say, man, we just can't get it all done, we need to hire somebody else?
So I think kind of what we're looking at is if you give me the number, I take it back to her, she walks or she accepts it, if that makes sense. And then if she walks, then I would want to leave it full-time and try to rehire a full-time position.
I mean, can you see yourself coming back and asking for more help if we allow this part-time?
You mean if she goes to part-time, would I need an additional, not with my femur coordinator position?
Okay.
Council, share with me. Anybody making a motion or? Do I have a motion?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's saving the county money at the end of the day.
What's the approximate savings, Amy? Roughly, I'm not asking you to calculate anything, but do you know?
About $3,000. More, $3,000 more, but if she doesn't take health insurance,
Right.
a family rate, that's about $36,000 a year, is that right?
I think it's 31.
$31,000 a year.
Plus perf,
I don't carry insurance
Plus-
either, and I don't get
plus-
paid that much.
plus longevity.
I don't,
Sorry,
I don't
Sarah.
take the county's insurance either, and I didn't get a pay raise, but.
Do I have a motion?
And you're asking for $35 an hour?
If you fail to come to a motion, it would be helpful to have kind of a ballpark hourly rate to take back.
We don't approve this $35 per hour for the 28 hours.
And you say this is sort of the going rate in the area.
For a part-time position, yes.
I'll make a
How
motion.
long has she worked here?
She started in January, I believe. It was when she was hired, so my predecessor was here, so I don't know all the details, but she had expressed interest at the beginning to be part-time from the beginning, but due to HFI funding and the position, she was denied part-time when she got hired back in January, is my understanding. And so since I've been here, she's been waiting patiently to make the move.
Ron has moved, do I have a second? And Ron, am I correct in that you say $35 per hour for 28 hours, and then with
Yeah,
part-time?
part-time. Yeah, they can't work over 28 hours if part-time.
Do I have a second? I'll call again. Do I have a second? Hearing none. Motion dies for the lack of a second. All right, do we want to send back a value instead of $35 an hour? Do we want to send back Tara with an amount per hour?
Tara, how soon is it that you present this?
To the individual, I could
I mean, is this
text
something
her
you're planning on
real
doing in a
quick.
month or a
She's
day?
probably
or-
watching.
She might
that's
be
fine.
watching, hey. I mean, if I present it to her, I can come back in the next meeting with whether she walks or she accepts, and hopefully she'll accept. 'Cause I don't want to have to retrain, because it takes several months to get through all of the training.
Do you anticipate any, for lack of a better way of saying it, like collateral issues or things that this might affect? I mean, I don't know if this is realistic, but in my mind, I'm like, well, why wouldn't everybody just go from full-time to part-time? If
The benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say the benefits is what keeps most people full-time.
I'll go
Somebody
back
back
and.
there that's
Oh,
I'll
excuse me.
second
Yes,
Ron.
ma'am, would you like to be recognized? You want to identify yourself, please?
My name is Paula Rasmussen.
Would you want to come up here so we can hear you?
I can speak from back here if that's
Oh.
okay.
No, please come up to the microphone
Oh, sure, all right.
and identify yourself.
I'm Paula Rasnick. So one of the questions I had is, the person that you're hiring, they have longevity in their jobs prior to taking this one, since it's just in January? Like, like, are they one of those people that dies on that hill, or, you know what I mean? Like, is it one of those kind of,
So I'll just say, so we are talking about Cindy. Most of you have been in the health department, you've met Cindy. So if we're talking about Cindy's character, Cindy's the kind of person that if you need to meet in your home in Sunman to take the class, she drives to your home in Sunman to give you the class. So she meets her clients where they're at. She's scheduled weekend trainings, she'll do evening trainings, she's very flexible. That's one thing about the part-time, is she can still be flexible with, if she needs to do the class on a Saturday because families work during the week. And she's always been like very gracious with families, doesn't matter what their socioeconomic status is, how young the mother is, she just treats everyone the same.
and you really would like to keep her?
I would like to retain her, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's all.
Good question, thank you. Counsel?
I'll second Ron's motion.
Okay, we went through it twice and we didn't have a second. I thought it died. So, Ron, do you want to remake your motion and state it clearly?
I'd make the motion to approve part-time, $35 an hour.
For 28 hours.
Part-time, yes. It's no more than,
All right, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Stephanie has moved to second the motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Vote one. Ron, are you saying yes or no?
Stan.
Stan?
I'm not wrong.
Stan.
I'm not voting
One,
yes. 2,
3. 3 yes. Those opposed, same sign. 3. It's 3-3. It doesn't have unanimous vote from the council. It would need 4. So it was not approved for this individual to work part-time for 28 hours at $35 an hour.
For the individuals that said no, is there a dollar amount that you kind of have that you're contemplating, just so I kind of understand the,
Ramifications or the justification?
right?
At present, she's making $26.48.
I would say one thing that, and I don't know if the fact book or one of those has actual figures of this in a part-time position, but I would really like to see, since this is a standard everywhere, we should be able to get some paperwork to
So you'd like
show
me
it
to like
us.
show you the list of,
I know.
Well, I mean, I
I'd really
can-
like to.
I can,
I put the numbers in for that fact book, so like, I know it doesn't have a part-time position in it, they're all full-time.
I would just,
So that isn't something.
I definitely don't want us to lose a good employee. I mean, I'm all for it, but I would really like to see other places to know what they are really paying.
so
You know.
so like, you would like a list of like the vacancies, kind of the current, evidence of the current market rate?
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't think I don't think it's right on my part to do this without actually seeing it.
if I figure right, we're still saving roughly $33,000 a year by her going part-time, because there's not going to be any perf, and there's not going to be any
For
insurance.
sure. And I'm not sitting here saying that I'm against it, but I'm saying I would just like to see some other figures on it.
And I don't know how relevant this is to your decision-making, but it is an HFI-funded position, not a county position too. Did you have,
Well, right now it is, until they take our HFI money away.
they did it, she was approved for next year, so we do have enough next year, but actually it would benefit us for her to go part-time because that with our HFI funding cut, that does leave more of our HFI funding that we can use on other projects, so.
So maybe we can do something to table this till next meeting when she brings in some facts, some figures for us. What do you think, Stan?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the way that we should do this. I just feel it's the correct, proper way.
Amy, you have lots of figures on everything, bless your heart. So do you have any figures on what we're saving if she goes part-time and we're not paying her?
I don't right off the top of my head. I can probably figure it real quick.
And you can do that for us, can't you? For the next meeting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. Moving on, old bit,
Diane asked for me to figure something real quick.
okay. While Amy's looking that up, recently in the paper, the sheriff's office gets new vehicles, a nice article about the new vehicles here coming. The commissioners have the grant that, about the police cars, that rolling them over. I think that they've gotten 11 new vehicles and showed a picture of it, nice picture, and we appreciate this being shared with individuals in the county paper.
I want a new vehicle. My 30-year-old one's sitting there with the brake line rusted out. At least it broke in the driveway.
We'll go ahead with other business here on our agenda while Amy's figuring that up, and we appreciate her doing that. Animal control, Stephanie and also Janine, they're coordinating the chairman's responsibility. Going to be meeting tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Stephanie, anything to share?
I don't, nothing that I know of. I mean, we're just planning on meeting for the first time tomorrow, and I think we'll have more information then.
That'll be right here in the commissioner's room, and we really appreciate that John sent us all the surrounding counties' description and also ordinances, so that was shared with all potential members. Did you get that, David?
I need to look again.
So anyway, you want to be sure that we review that before tomorrow night, and we appreciate everybody's effort on that.
With HSA, dental and medical and perf, it's $40,343.
40,000? I'm sorry, you said 40?
$40,343.
Chunk of change.
It's a lot of money.
So that in itself almost,
Pays for it,
$50,000.
pays for it.
almost pays,
She'd be, that person would be free.
almost.
But what about the next person? Would they want to be hired full-time? You know what I'm saying? If this person decides to leave, the next person, would they want to be hired full-time?
So, I mean, I'm already hiring a FEMA coordinator position, which I intend to be an RN, and I intend with the full-time to keep that where my current RN is at, around that ballpark,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Thank you for that information. We talked about the health department, the salary ordinance, old business, other business, animal control, Stephanie shared with us. Any public comments? Hearing none. Committee reports, Andrew? All right, Diane?
It was an executive meeting, so I was not in attendance.
David, solid waste?
We had a meeting, everything looks good. Everything looks, I mean, they're doing well, they got one new truck all fixed up, and they all seem happy, and our next meeting, I believe, is in November, so.
Our grant committee, I've asked, Stan, go ahead.
Yeah, I have nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. Amy shared with us, a grant was submitted for the bell tower to the Tyson Fund, and it was not approved. But making that request of a grant to the Tyson Fund, that shows that we are reaching out to solicit or to get grants from the community. And at our last meeting, Amy shared with us, she is, or has, maybe past tense, committed a request for the Rising Sun Foundation. And you had another grant that you're going to be doing, reaching out, Amy?
I did I haven't submitted the Rising Sun one yet. I'm waiting for a letter from one of the commissioners. And then I reached out to the Ripley Community Foundation. But
Okay.
I haven't heard from them yet either.
All right, thank you. John?
Just a quick question. Did the Tyson Fund give any reasoning behind the denial of the request?
They actually said we would be not eligible before it was submitted, but I felt, and it was shared with me their feelings, but I felt that at one time the town of Versailles had owned the bell tower, and through transition of the last couple years, the county has secured that responsibility, but they gave no justification. In fact, I think they said they wouldn't even read it.
Well, wasn't the justification for that though, because the Tyson money is supposed to benefit the town of Versailles and not the county?
Correct.
Correct, but the town of Versailles has owned the bell tower in the past.
They don't anymore.
But it was with the commissioners, probably 15 months ago, that they, the commissioners accepted responsibility of the bell tower from the, no, and
Past
Jeff,
commissioners.
past commissioners.
Past commissioner.
And my impression was, at that time, I requested at a public meeting, please make a request to the Tyson Fund, because they owned it at that time, for support on rebuilding or making renovation to the to the bell tower. And so I was thinking, since that request had been made publicly, that they may feel that with their ownership of the past, that they could support the project.
I mean, you think that'd be a good one to do? That's what I think.
This is the naughty side of me. Makes me wonder how they'd feel if we just decided, well, let's just deconstruct the tower and take it down.
It's true.
And then we'll have that expense in the future. No, sorry, I'm just playing that.
No, but I did publicly ask them, the commissioners, to make a request to the Tyson Fund for cost of the bell tower, and I believe that was totally ignored. And also, they accepted full responsibility of the bell tower. Past commissioners. That isn't the present three commissioners.
Present.
Well, they quit claiming to us.
It really wasn't the tower itself, though. It was just the clock and the bells, correct?
Yes,
We
you're
owned
right.
the tower,
But
they owned the
owned the-
clock and bells.
Yes.
Which, how does that happen?
And also, the request was for the clock and the bells to be renovated, improved. I understand, thank you, Amy. And our grant committee, thank you, San. So I appreciate
Was it broken?
Amy's extra.
Was
Pardon?
it broken when it was gifted to us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a broken clock for the past 20 years.
Like a broken hobby horse.
Still up there, and it was broken when we received it, and I believe the commissioners knew that. It's 4 different times, they never,
They claimed it to us. I mean, they just weren't gonna deal with it anymore.
The gift that keeps on giving.
isn't that? Yes. Now, Oftentimes, we've approved the budget, we have another time for the 26 budget, for the 27 budget, I've asked,
26 budget.
please listen, for the 27 budget, I've asked Diane to solicit a couple other council members to start to look at what we're going to be asking and doing for our budget request of staff in 2027. And thank you, Diane. She has agreed, so she'll be serving as chair. And if the other council members, this next month and at our October meeting, anybody who wants to volunteer to work with Diane on this 2027 budget, please be prepared to share that you'll be willing to work collaboration with Diane for our proposal of that.
I have a question, or maybe
Yes, ma'am.
a comment. Someone that works for the county had suggested to me that we might consider kind of making it a little bit like a multidisciplinary group, that involves council commissioners and maybe even like a few employees that, perhaps represent some of the bigger departments within the county. So I'm just throwing that out as
Thank you, Stephanie.
a suggestion.
And it's also been suggested that staff, in an orderly manner, by departments, break it down into maybe 3 times coming before a council meeting, or at another time, this would be properly advertised, giving us input on these important decisions. So when Diane gets her committee, maybe that's something you want to think about, and then we'll progress and look at that in December and January, February, whatever your committee decides. So we're on the ball, we're looking at this, and individuals be thinking about who will want to volunteer. It'd be 2 others, so let's think about that. Our next meeting's going to be October, the 3rd Monday in October, and we appreciate everything that everybody's doing. I've received, probably everyone's received some thank yous, really positive about longevity from staff members, very, very positive from individuals sharing that this was important to them. Any other comments?
I have as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any comments or anything? Yes, ma'am.
Why don't we talk about salaries right here in the public meeting?
We can.
Instead of a committee being set up, why don't we do it right here in our public meeting where everyone's here and everybody can give their own thoughts?
That's an option, but let's let the committee work and think about it and listen to everybody's input. Is that okay? We have Diane, she'll do a wonderful job. She's worked
I'm just saying what.
staff, a past staff member, and in the courthouse, and then also serving on council. She has a wealth of information, and we'll look forward to whoever wants to volunteer next month. Be 2 individuals. Anything else? Hearing none, we need to sign our minutes and things before we can close. Just appreciate everybody coming, and the pumpkin show will be here in the town of Versailles, the oldest festival in the state of Indiana.
Ma'am, did you have anything that you wanted to share with the council, or did you need anything?
No, I was just here because I'm interested, but Peggy, I want to say, you are on it.
Oh,
I just wanted to say.
Thank you.
You are being very sharp and on it, and that's all.
Thank you for coming.
Here to
The other folks that were here that left, I mean, does anyone know what groups they represented, or
Here
if
with
they?
the Batesville Public
library.
Oh,
They thought we'd have questions.
okay.
Yeah,
Correct,
I thought
Amy?
they thought that there would be public here asking questions about the budget.
Stephanie, do you want
Can
to,
I sign this since I wasn't here? I'm sorry, Amy.
Yes, you can, because you voted on it.
Stephanie, do you want a whiteboard or anything for tomorrow night? Or scribe or anything?
Do we have a
I
whiteboard?
have one more thing for you to sign, I didn't have it printed, sorry, that's my fault.
Amy, do we have a whiteboard?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh, come with the notebook and,
Easel and a pad of paper.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I just, in my conversations with Janine, I've just suggested that I would try to help her, I would try to help facilitate the meeting, you know, like I have a bit of an agenda with some of my thoughts, like just of how we can try to stay organized, and I offered to take notes, so
Okay.
I'll do my best the first time, and then maybe we can identify if there's any other needs for future meetings.
Good.
I will not be able to attend that. But I don't know if we're up to a point where we're drafting anything or anything like that, are we?
I don't think so.
But I really appreciate what you sent.
Yeah, that's helpful.
That was
John.
fantastic.
It's kind of interesting to see how penalties and things like that, how much,
Can help fund.
how much effect and enforcement powers you want
Ah.
to give someone, and, you know, where do you want to tread, and maybe where you don't want to tread.
Okay, if it would come to that, and the sheriff, when he deputized someone, or that, what's the formality?
We would almost have to have him under his direction, or at least making him a special deputy, I would think, of some sort, that he would have either arrest or the powers to go out and draft up the information, take it to the prosecutor, and determine whether or not, you know, we have a crime, or whether it's just simply more of an infraction, civil type enforcement on the part of the county,
Okay,
I would think.
Bear with me, I got one more paper for you to sign.
Goodness.
You golfing again tomorrow?
I have to work. I have
One day a week.
no, I have
And then
a,
when he came back, I just don't think he wants to be golfing in that.
I have to work tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah. Wow.
So he's
Some
golfing
people say
Thursday.
His boss is a
Golfing
jerk.
Thursday.
Almost retired.
Bear with me here, I'm almost
Do you hear that? Some people say your boss is a jerk.
No,
I got the same problem.
I'm almost done, sorry.
You
You're
sell
good.
your bush hog?
What's it?
You sell your bush hog?
Yeah, it's old.
I seen that on there. It looked brand new.
Trying to take care of it.
This is from your Brown Township trustee. They had to fill out capital outlay papers, capital improvement plan papers for every township is supposed to do it. Danielle had hers done, so she gave them, they just have to present them to you. You don't have to vote on them, you don't have to do anything with them, they just have to be presented to you.
By when? When do they have to be?
I don't know that date.
Oh, okay.
That
But-
one, it does get signature.
It don't need your signature,
No,
and
it
you don't have to, oh, that does.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But no, the township thing, it doesn't have to be
But
discussed
if we
in
don't
the
have to
open
vote,
meeting,
Why,
doesn't have to
why do we put it
vote.
by A, by the I? Why do we, if we don't have to vote?
Danielle McGee is
This-
the Brown
this you already
Township.
voted on.
Oh, okay.
These are your additional appropriations.
Oh. Okay, you're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I can't let you, she was still on.
Yeah, yeah.
On the first document.
Okay, so we just need to, this is for FYI.
Yes,
All right.
the state just tells them they have to give you a copy of it, you don't have to talk about it, you don't have to discuss it, nothing.
Okay, got it.
As soon as Diane signs, we'll need a motion to adjourn. It's almost. Ron signing, David, Stephanie, and then Diane. Our meeting's being adjourned at 7 what, David? 7:21 or
Something, that clock, you can't read that thing. 7:21.
7:20? Okay, thank you. Diane, you sign? So our meeting, all minutes have been signed. Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting
Motion.
at 7:20 Eastern Standard Time?
I'll make a motion.
So moved. David, I have a second
Second.
by Stephanie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, right hand. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Commissioner Jeff, for coming.